In front of the cameras, everything looked staged, almost painfully so. A woman once described as quiet, grieving, and careful with her words now walked into public events in tight leather pants, smiling beside a man who'd built his career on controversy and control. Her name is Erika Kirk, and the man who now holds her attention, and some say her loyalty, is J.D. Vance. For months, whispers have surrounded their closeness, but in the last few weeks, something shifted. It wasn't subtle anymore. In photos and on stage, JD's hand lingered on her waist, that small, deliberate gesture that says more than words ever could. And Erika didn't pull away. She leaned in, laughing, eyes shining as if she'd forgotten the world was watching. This is the same Erika who once stood before cameras asking for privacy after the loss of her husband, Charlie Kirk. The same Erika who said grief was sacred, who said she wanted nothing but space to heal. But healing doesn't look like this, not to those who remember the early days. Back then, she appeared broken, fragile, grateful to those who held her up, especially Usha Vance, JD's wife. Usha was one of the first to comfort her, defending her when people online turned cold. And now, watching from the sidelines, Usha has become the quiet victim in a new, unfolding tragedy, one that isn't about death, but about betrayal. People grieve differently, that's true, but when the cameras capture her laughing at JD's jokes, when the same hand that once held Charlie's is now brushing against JD's arm, the public starts to ask, what is she really grieving? A man or the power he once held? Because lately it feels less like mourning and more like maneuvering. Behind the scenes, those close to the Kirk family describe a slow, painful distancing. Friends who used to check in say their messages go unanswered. Her once protective circle is now replaced by political strategists, consultants, and men who speak in campaign tones instead of compassion. She's no longer Erika the widow. She's becoming Erika the symbol, a tool in the game of influence used to soften the image of men who thrive on control. And JD, he knows exactly what he's doing. Every move, every photo, every word shared between them feels intentional. In politics, optics are everything, and the image of a powerful man comforting a grieving widow is the kind of storyline that wins sympathy and headlines. But look closer, and the script feels darker, because JD has never been kind to the memory of Charlie Kirk. In speech after speech, he's taken subtle jabs at the causes Charlie stood for, the audience he inspired, the faith he preached. And yet, somehow, Erika stands beside him now, nodding along as if those insults were never uttered. The question is, why? Why would she align herself with the man who mocked the legacy of the person she once claimed to love more than life itself? Some say it's survival. Others say it's strategy. But for many, it's a betrayal, not just of Charlie, but of everything she pretended to represent. If you rewind just a few years, you'll find a different Erika, the one who cried through interviews, speaking softly about family, loss, and faith. That Erika couldn't imagine stepping into the political spotlight. That Erika couldn't stomach hypocrisy. But grief, when mixed with ambition, changes people. And in the world she now inhabits, ambition is currency. Behind closed doors, there's tension. Whispers that Usha Vance feels humiliated. She's watched her husband's name trend alongside Erika's, watched the internet pick apart their body language, and yet she remains silent. The perfect political spouse, playing her role while the world speculates about the one standing next to him. For a woman who built her career on intelligence, strength, and dignity, it's a public insult disguised as restraint. And that's where this story takes a turn, because what we're witnessing isn't just tabloid gossip. It's the slow erosion of private loyalty in a very public space. It's a reminder of how power attracts the broken, how status feeds the grieving, and how the lines between sympathy and strategy can blur beyond recognition. Those who know Erika personally say she's changed completely. They use words like calculated, detached, hungry. They talk about how her wardrobe transformed overnight. Modest blouses replaced by bold, attention-grabbing outfits. Every appearance crafted to signal a message. She's no longer the widow in mourning. She's a woman reborn. or rebranded. And JD, he plays along perfectly. The charming Southern gentleman act, the knowing smiles, the hand placements that always seem just on the edge of inappropriate. It's theater. And the audience, the public, who can't look away, because deep down, everyone senses the truth. This isn't love, it's leverage. For Usha, this must cut deep. The same woman who opened her home to Erika after Charlie's death now watches the same person stand beside her husband as if nothing ever happened. And yet, no one speaks about it. No statements, no denials, just silence. The kind that feels more telling than words. It's hard to say where this story goes next. Maybe it's just political optics. Maybe it's something deeper. But either way, it reveals something about human nature. How easily sympathy turns to scandal, how grief can be twisted into opportunity, and how public power often masks private pain. And for those still watching, wondering if Erika will ever acknowledge how far she's drifted from who she was, one question remains. When the cameras stop flashing, when the applause fades, and when JD moves on to the next campaign, what will she have left? Stay tuned, because what's unfolding behind those polished smiles isn't over yet. And if history has taught us anything, it's that in the world of politics and public tragedy, the truth always finds a way to surface. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what happens next, because this story is far from finished.